Going for another live shave. It's going to be a quick live shave, hopefully, and I'm going to be using the Secret Artisan tub of Jaffa, which smells like chocolate orange. I'm not sure how many people will actually get here to watch this video. It's on at a bit of an odd time for the whole world apart from Australia, but I am going to get stuck in. I'm using my Wolf Whiskers Purple Haze with a 25mm Black Wolf fan knot. Absolutely stunning brush. Oh, there's people joining already. I've got no idea whether they've got to be Aussies, surely. So, Secret Artisan shaving soap in a tub this time. Jaffa scent, which smells like chocolate orange. Smells phenomenal. And Wolf Whiskers brush. It's going to be a quick live one. I'm just chucking it on live here. I'm actually quite enjoying the live ones, to be honest. Hi Joe, how you doing? Don't be telling Flash Boulder now. I don't want that bloke getting jealous. Hey Matt, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, this is definitely one of my favourites. It's one of my favourite knots as well. Lovely and soft. Got very sensitive skin, so I need a bit of backbone, but I need it to be really soft as well. Right, I think that should be enough. I hope so. I've just come in from work. Hey, how you mate? I've just chucked a live out there. I wasn't going to do one. I was just going to record it, but I thought, stuff it, I'll just do it live. Because I know this time suits a few guys in the States and other parts of the world, so I want to try and do the live videos just different times all the time, so everyone gets a crack at it. So here we go. I'm just going to do it. Oh, there's a little bit. Scoop a bit. It's not much in the tub. I'll scoop it out anyway. Oh, it smells brilliant. Oh, nice. The old fat boy. I've got to say they're very, very good razors, the Fat Boys, but I have had absolutely no luck with vintage razors other than my Gillette Rocket, which has just literally filled up on the raffle site last night. I'm just waiting on 2 more people to pay, and then it'll actually go to the raffle and someone will end up winning it. But it's the only one I've found that actually was any good. The rest of them always had uneven blade gap, and I just wasn't very lucky with the vintage. Although these, I don't know whether anyone out there that's watching right now has tried these. These are the best blade I've ever used. I think these are from the 70s, 1973 or something. Gillette Super Stainless, the spoiler. Midnight here in Toronto. That's alright mate, I'm normally awake at that time. I'm awake at stupid hours. Right, let's add a bit of water. This brush just feels like a cloud. A couple of chunks of soap here. Let's get it to buggery. Right, and a bit more. So, vegetal based soap, vegan based soap, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, look, these blades are ancient, absolutely ancient, but they shave better than any blade I've ever used. PayPal credit card, so I could order the Christopher Bradley tonight and not wait until the 5th. Oh. To be brutally honest with you, Jill, at the moment, the guy's so bloody busy, but as well as just waiting to the 1st and ordering it, if I'm honest. He will be releasing, I know he's just received some new items of equipment which are going to allow him to free up the time to start on his stainless steel as well and titanium. Now we have an idea on price point for the stainless steel, which is going to run around 150 to 200 for the stainless, and the titanium is going to run 200 plus from what I hear, but it hasn't finalised any prices at all. Right, here we go. Obviously I'm using it again today. He is taking, I would say at the moment he's averaging about 10 days to ship an order, between 10 and 14 days. Now I've been very lucky in terms of being able to get in touch with him, and I have offered to help. The reason why he's not been great with his customer service is he's only literally just learned what Facebook and Instagram are. So he's just getting his head around all that sort of stuff. Even emails, he's never been that great with it. So I'm sure with time and experience, he'll quickly overcome that. But anyone that does order, if you just let me know, it does tend to get back in touch with me rather quickly. Colonial razors, the General. Do you know something? I think I've actually got one coming from OIV, and it's actually someone else's, and I'll get to use it. So it will be on the channel, the Colonial General. I'm sure it's a Colonial General. Yeah, so it's roughly 2 weeks, yeah, you're right Rick, it's about 10 to 14 days at the moment. I've noticed people that are sitting about 10, 11 days are getting these either shipped out today or tomorrow. This is one of the best brushes I've got for making lather, so I'm going to make a cracking lather. Oh look, I'm not 100% sure if I'm honest, I really don't know. I'm not in a major rush for it because the C plate is spot on for me, but I want to get the other plates. Obviously so when I can use them all over a period of maybe a week or two and be able to give a better idea of what it's actually like, what each blade feels like. And I've used enough razors now I think to be able to give an idea on what, look at this freaking lather. Like I say, vegetal based. It lathers as creamy as any tallow soap I've ever used. I'm not joking when I say that. I've tried a lot of vegetal bases and the lather on this is as good as anything out there, including all the tallow stuff that I've used anyway. What have we got? Have I missed anything? I have heard that the Schick Pro Line blades are the best single edge razors. Schick Pro Line blades. Are those injector blades, Brandon? Did you see Brown Man yesterday shaving naked like the fly? Leery about Canadian vendors. I've never received one order and the other one got held up at customs 2 weeks ago. Jill, look, the only thing I can say is everyone that I know that's ordered one so far has got it. He's always been in contact with me and he seems a real honest guy. I think if your razor didn't turn up, it would probably more than likely look after you anyway. I wouldn't say I make the best lathers, but I make a pretty good lather now. I mean, there's a few on YouTube I like watching. I think Rudd's makes a great lather. I find his videos a little bit short. I quite like a bit of length on the videos. I like to listen to a bit of shit being talked. He doesn't talk much shit. I like listening to people's shit. It's a good place to get rid of your shit. Artist Club for the... Oh, yeah. I don't know what blades are coming with it, Brandon, but I know I think there's a couple of blades coming. OIV will send a couple over, I know he will, before it goes off to the actual owner of the razor. Look, I've got to say, his soaps actually taste quite nice. This one actually does taste a bit orangey. Tastes a bit like a chocolate orange if I'm honest, even though there's no chocolate in it. Gabe Men didn't eat. I've got the D plate, but I think an E or F would be better for my head. I think you might be right, Matt, if I'm honest. I think the D is probably only going to be ever so slightly more efficient than this. Anyway, carve razor, And I've got the second use on this blade, which is the Gillette. I know it's backwards, but it is a Gillette Super Stainless, the spoiler. And they're made in America, made in the USA in the 70s, these ones. And they're phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Second shave, and I hear that these actually go between 20 and 30 shaves comfortably per blade. Comfortably. So it'll be interesting to find out. Aqua Velvet Ice Cool was originally a mouthwash, and Listerine was originally an aftershave. Oh, there you go. 20 to 30 shades of one blade, you've got to be... Look, I've done a bit of research on it now. I've actually bought more of these blades. They are that good. And obviously, eventually one day there'll be no more left in the world because they'll all be bought, sold and used. But from what I'm hearing, 20 to 30 shaves from one single blade. Comfortably, it feels as good in the 20 shaves it does in the first shave. I'm yet to see it. I'm going to use this blade until it dies. Obviously, with them being, they're quite expensive. They work out roughly, the ones I've just picked up, at 86 cents per blade. But if that works out at 20 to 30 shaves per blade, it's worth every single cent. And believe me when I say it, it is the sharpest, smoothest, comfortablest blade I've ever used. Well, Rick, I think I took a Kai blade to about, I think it was like 13 face shaves and 7 head shaves or something from one Kai blade. So I know there's blades out there that can do it, but it certainly wasn't quite as comfortable at the end as it was at the beginning. From what I hear, these blades stay as smooth and as sharp all the way through the whole... Yeah, that's true, mate. They are. I find that it's not too expensive. So I picked up 5 packs of 15, so they come in 15 packs, these ones. I think this is a 15 pack, I'm sure it is. So 75 blades for 65 Australian dollars delivered from America. So I was quite happy with that. I did a bit of digging, a bit of searching and a bit of research, and they're shit hot, they really are. Oh, there's the slickness. There's the slickness that you don't get from samples. That's why I'm not a fan of samples. I was struggling with residual slickness on this soap, and obviously samples for me, you never get the same. Hey Manny, how are you, mate? I'm just using this Secret Artisan stuff again, but I've actually got the full tub now, 4-ounce tub of Jaffa, which smells like chocolate orange, and it's good. I'm trying not to swear, I'm trying to cut down on the swearing. Haven't tried a Kai yet. It's Pulse Silver SI, feels a lot like a Gillette Silver Blue for 8 shaves. Yeah, look, Kai blades do last a long time. They do tend to get, from what I've read on a review, they actually get sharper for the first sort of 4 or 5 uses. They get sharper as you use them. So they start off similar to a Derby and end up like a feather after 4 or 5 shaves. So they do last a bit longer. They are a thick blade. These Super Stainless aren't that thick, but from, if they last 20 shaves, I'll be absolutely blown away. Yes, Simon, it's the Super Stainless. Gillette Super Stainless, the spoiler, the American made ones. These ones are from the 70s, 73 I think he said, 1973, and I've got another 5 packets coming down. I can't remember what year they're from something like 67. Which team will you be rooting for in the World Cup? That's nice and easy for me, mate. I'm a Portugal man, believe it or not. I stopped following Scotland. No, I still follow Scotland, it's my home country, but we never make the finals anymore. So I decided back in probably '97, when Luis Figo was at his prime. I started following Portugal. He was my favourite player in the world at the time. That was why I ended up with Portugal. No, I'm definitely not Portuguese, mate. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not Portuguese. What was that? He's a bloody Aussie posing as a Scotsman. I think they call us Scozzies. Scozzies. Yeah, I'm definitely not an Aussie posing as a Scotsman. But Scotland is shit, mate. So that's why I don't really follow them in the World Cup or anything anymore, because they never get there. Ordered a sampler pack of all India blades. Indian blades are pretty good. 2 years for what? Oh, I don't know. Right, here we go. Cross the grain. Oh, yeah, definitely running low, mate. Only, 972, that's definitely not enough. Fucking hell. Was there a sale on somewhere? Holy crap. I think I've probably got about 970 blades all up. The good thing is, I think Nassets and Rubies and all the 7 o'clocks and all that sort of stuff, they'll be around for a while. Yeah, the residual slickness is spot on now. Oh, yes. Wild orange, pepper and cedarwood. Who would have thought it would smell like a chocolate orange? Alright, let's do the tips and see if I can get this lather going again, just for an experiment. Perma sharps. I never got on well with perma sharps really. Perma sharps and Paul Silvers with blades, just didn't do it for me. And yet I see so many good reviews on them. I need to go and get my teeth whitened. Jesus Christ. It's nothing worse than bright white lather and fucking teeth look terrible. Right, come on, Secret Artisan shows you what. Rapiers, yeah, I quite like Rapiers. $1,000 brushes, he's got at least 2,000, Joe. At least. Jesus, look at this freaking lather. I think I found my favourite vegetal based soap, and it comes all the way out of Western Australia, about an hour and a half's drive from my house. Hey, Ripman. Voss God Blaze look great. Yeah, they look great hanging, mate. That's about all they're ever going to do is hang in my bathroom. I'll not be using them again though. Unfortunately, pretty average. When I compare them to the Gillettes and stuff. Geo Fat Boy. I'm quite amazed actually how long these guys have been going for. Geo Fat Boy, Mantic 59 I think it is. And even Nick Shaves. A lot of these guys have been around for years. Absolute years. I feel like I've been around for years now. This is my second year. It'll be 2 years in June that I've been wet tubing. 2 years in June. Now that's a razor that does nothing for me, that leaf razor. If you're going to use 3 blades, just buy them at a Mac 3. You know what I mean? That's, I don't get that. But the strange thing is, Abe, you probably get more knowledge than all of us anyway. What do you mean you're ordering this week? Get it ordered yesterday. None of this week pish. It's a brilliant razor, mate. I cannot. I've just nicked myself down here. But the problem with it is it's so smooth and comfortable you can sort of rush with it. Not that you should. I'm actually in a rush with this shave. These blades are so sharp, it's not funny. I think I just sliced myself there as well. Woohoo! I'm just going to have a quick squeeze at the comments in a second, so I haven't missed any. What time are we on? 23 minutes. I wanted to be done in half an hour, so I've got a bit of time to talk shit. Let me just scan through, just make sure I've not missed anything. Yeah, definitely have a look at that bad boy. Freaking sharp blades these, they really are. I use 2 blades that have post over currently. A brush handle kind of goes well with your shirt. It does, yeah, it's not too far off. That's my business shirt. Yo, Chris, shave with the M2 ATT plate. Yeah, look, above the tie, mate, it's the only other razor that I've kept in there. That's a fucking good slice, that. What we got? Styptic. I can't remember where I got this from. I know it's backwards, so there's no point in actually showing you anyway. Yeah, the above the tie, mate, it's shit hot. I'm definitely getting softer in my old age. Hold on, I think I just seen some. Oh, we got. The first 12, 15 years, I'll use 3 soaps for Lasso, green, red, and shell. Nothing wrong with that, mate. They're all pretty good soaps. I can't really argue with them. Change the channel to another crave above, another calf above. Do you know something? I got that name from the barbers that screwed up my. They screwed up my wet shave. I went for a wet shave at the barbers. That's what's actually turned me on to traditional wet shaving 2 years ago. I went for a shave, a hot towel shave, the full thing, and they cut me to shreds, and I was red raw for about 3 or 4 days. I thought there's got to be something better. I found double-edged razors online. Then I found YouTube, found Nick Shaves, Paul H, Geo Fatboy, Ken Surse, I think was around at the time when I was watching it. Suffolk Shaver, he'd been going for about a year, and that's what got me into it. And I haven't looked back at all, I really haven't. But the name of the barbers, where I got the shit shave, was a cut above. That was the name of the barbers, and I thought, you know what, I'm doing a better job myself, I'm going to be another cut above them. So that's where the name came from, believe it or not. So I ripped off a barber's that made an arse of my shave. Yeah, it's a good one, mate. I haven't cut myself at that for so long. I'm a little bit distracted when I'm doing live shaves, so I'm probably not as then. I'm trying to get through this one reasonably quick. Yeah, look, the leaf. Do you know something? The leaf would probably actually be spot on for head shaves. I've never given that much thought for the leaf razor. Personally, I find the head blades absolutely spot on, but I haven't really used any other cartridge razors on my head. In fact, I don't think I have, apart from the Mac 3 years ago. So, just diptych. It's gone. I can still see the little mark from it, but it's gone. Jill, the stainless, I don't know. He's not 100% sure himself. He is still working through getting all this new machinery linked up, so that I think basically how it works is it's a program system now where it programs everything in and it sort of automatically does it. It is like that anyway, CNC machining, but this makes it just a little bit less hands-on for him, so that he can concentrate on doing the stainless and titanium, because there's a little bit more work involved in it because of the tougher materials. And obviously I think the price, I mean, I can only imagine the price is probably going to be a little bit more expensive, maybe not so much for the cost of stainless steel, but I would imagine you would go through more blades quicker, you'd have to sharpen things quicker, you'd have to do things that cost a little bit more to get there. 2,500 subscriber back sack and crack shave. Mate, there's not enough hours in the day for me to do a back sack and crack shave. I probably get more hair in my crack than most people have got in their whole body. Right, what else we got on? Hey Joy, how are you, mate? That's alright, I'll be popping off in a minute or so anyway, because I've got to get to the post office and I've got to pick up some cartridges and I've got to go to the doctors to get re-signed back on for work, and it's a freaking pain in the ass. Yeah, he's definitely making stainless, 100% stainless is coming out. Titanium's not 100%, but I'm pretty sure he'll be releasing it. I'm pretty sure titanium will come eventually. I like titanium because it's heavy, but it's not too heavy, but it's not too light. It sits in the middle of aluminium and stainless, and I quite like that. Especially the head shaves, I like that little bit of lighter weight, because my shoulders don't cope very well with heavy razors. I do struggle, heavy brushes and things like that, to do my head shaves. Oh, secret, freaking Terry's chocolate orange, it's brilliant. I wish I could, you know, Paul H smell-o-vision stuff and all, that's good stuff. Phenomenal lather. I mean, that's been sat on my towel for God knows how long. That's been there probably since the start of the shave, and that's still thick. Wolf whiskers, 25mm Black Wolf fan knot, the original fan knot, which is I think the best still. Original and best fan knot from Black Wolf, from Wolf whiskers. Carve, 3-inch handle, C-plate, and a second use Gillette Super Stainless, the spoiler. What shave. Post shave's incredible with this soap as well, guys. It's really moisturising. Tony, how are you, mate? You're late to the party, buddy. I'm just about to jump off. I'm done and dusted, but I'm keeping this video short. I'm just ticked over 30 minutes, so I'm going to jump off pretty much now. I live close, I could sneak over and throw a Liverpool sticker on your car. They can't fucking do that, mate. I mean, they're dreadful. They've got the worst goalkeeper in the world. They get absolutely thumped in that final day. Terrible, terrible goalkeeping. I would have saved the third shot, and I would definitely not have screwed up the first goal as well. It was absolute rubbish. Live shave all of a sudden. Yeah, mate. Sometimes I just hit the live button now and it'll just go live, and whoever comes, whoever doesn't. I just want to try and keep the time down so that the regulars can come and watch it as a normal shave, so it's not an hour and 17 minutes long. So with that being said, thanks very much for tuning in, everyone. I've really enjoyed that Secret Artisan shaving. Hey Raphael, how are you, mate? I'm just jumping off, buddy. You've just missed me, but another Canadian I'm using a Canadian razor, mate. The best razor on the earth, in my opinion. Absolutely brilliant. The carved razor, Christopher Bradley. So, being a Canadian, I hope you'll end up with one anyway if you haven't already got one. Cheers, Abe. I'll catch all you guys later. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers. Freaking, I never know how to turn this bloody thing off. Look at me making an ass of myself again. I'll see you later.